Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Wainsider, where we dig deep into the moments that make the WWE Universe pulse with raw emotion. Tonight, we're diving into a seismic event that's left fans stunned. Jade Cargill, the powerhouse of the women's division, breaking character in a moment so unexpected it sent shockwaves through the squared circle. This isn't just about a single incident, it's tangled in the complex, emotional web of the bloodline, a family saga defined by power, pressure, and betrayal. Grab a seat, because this deep dive is about to unravel a story that's as heartbreaking as it is explosive. The Bloodline has been WWE's cornerstone for years, a dynasty built on Samoan pride and unrelenting dominance. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, crafted an empire with Jimmy and Jey Uso as his loyal lieutenants, their loyalty tested by his iron grip. But the real story lies beneath the surface, pressure that could crush diamonds, silent resentment simmering in the shadows. Jade Cargill, a rising star, wasn't part of the family, but her path crossed theirs in ways that would change everything. Her meteoric rise as a dominant force mirrored the Bloodline's own journey, making her a figure they couldn't ignore. From the moment Roman declared himself head of the table, the Bloodline was more than a faction, it was a family bound by blood and ambition. Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, were already legends, their tag team chemistry a thing of beauty. But Roman's vision demanded more than just victories, it required absolute devotion. Jey's early struggles, especially in that brutal "I quit" match in 2020, laid bare the cost of loyalty. Jimmy, with his infectious energy, seemed to weather the storm better, but even his smiles hid a growing unease, a sense that the family's unity was a fragile facade. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. The Bloodline's dominance was a spectacle, but it came with a toll. Every title defense, every main event, carried the weight of Roman's expectations. Jey's rebellion in 2023, superkicking Roman and walking away, was a crack in the foundation. Jimmy followed, his own defiance a quieter but no less powerful statement. The WWE Universe felt their pain, their desire to break free from Roman's shadow. Jade Cargill, watching from the women's division, was carving her own path, her confidence and strength drawing comparisons to Roman's untouchable aura. Silent resentment was the undercurrent of the Bloodline's story, a poison that seeped into every interaction. Roman's need for control clashed with the Usos' desire for respect. Solo Sikoa's arrival as the enforcer added a new layer of tension, his loyalty to Roman absolute but his silence deafening. Sami Zayn, the honorary Uce, brought heart to the faction, but even his bond with Jimmy and Jey couldn't heal the fractures. Jade, an outsider, became a wild card. Her interactions with the Bloodline on SmackDown hinted at alliances, rivalries, and something deeper. Jade Cargill's rise in WWE was nothing short of phenomenal. Arriving in 2023, she brought an unmatched presence, her athleticism and charisma lighting up the ring. Her feuds with Bianca Belair and her tag team run with Naomi showed a woman unafraid to challenge the status quo. But her path kept circling back to the Bloodline, especially after a heated confrontation with Roman on SmackDown. The WWE Universe buzzed with speculation, was Jade a potential ally, a rival, or something else entirely? Her strength made her a threat, her ambition a mirror to Roman's own. The pressure within the Bloodline was palpable, especially as Solo Sikoa's new faction began to take shape. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu joined the fold, their ruthless edge a stark contrast to the Usos' heart. Jimmy and Jey, now on their own paths, were still tied to the family's legacy, their every move scrutinized. Jade's presence added fuel to the fire, her confidence, her refusal to bow to anyone, made her a target. The WWE Universe could sense the collision coming, a clash of titans that would shake the foundations of the company. The emotional history of the Bloodline is a tapestry of loyalty and betrayal, woven with moments that defined careers. Jey's Royal Rumble win in 2025 was a triumph, proof he could stand alone. Jimmy's return at Bad Blood 2024, saving Roman and Cody Rhodes, was a moment of redemption, a reminder of the family's heart. But the cracks were still there, Roman's silence, Solo's cold ambition, the growing distance between the brothers. Jade, watching from the sidelines, was drawn into the drama, her own story now intertwined with theirs. The WWE Universe has always been drawn to the Bloodline saga because it's real, family dynamics, power struggles, the weight of legacy. Jimmy and Jey, trained by their father Rikishi, carried the Anoa'i name with pride, but also with burden. Jade, a newcomer to WWE's storied history, brought her own legacy, her AEW roots and her unshakable confidence, making her a force to be reckoned with. Her interactions with the Bloodline weren't just professional, they felt personal, as if she understood the pressure of being in the spotlight. The tension built slowly, like a storm gathering on the horizon. Jade's promos, sharp and fearless, called out the hypocrisy of power, words that seemed aimed at Roman himself. The WWE Universe ate it up, chanting her name as she stood toe-to-toe with the tribal chief. But behind the bravado, there was a sense of unease. The Bloodline's history of betrayal, Jimmy's superkick to Roman, Jay's walkout, hung heavy. Jade's presence was a spark, and the powder keg was about to explode. And then, it happened. Halfway through a chaotic SmackDown, with the Bloodline locked in a tense standoff, the unthinkable unfolded. Jade Cargill, the unbreakable Storm, broke character in a moment that stopped the WWE Universe in its tracks. It wasn't a promo, wasn't a scripted beat, it was raw, real, and devastating. An attack, brutal and sudden, left one of the Bloodline's own, Jimmy Uso, motionless in the ring. Jade's scream, her tears, her shattering of the fourth wall, was a cry from the heart, a moment that transcended wrestling. The arena was silent, the air thick with shock. Jade, usually stoic, was visibly shaken, her hands trembling as she knelt beside Jimmy. The cameras caught it all, Roman's frozen stare, Jay's anguished cry, Solo's eerie calm. This wasn't part of the script, or so it seemed. The WWE Universe took to social media, their grief and confusion spilling over in real time. Jade's break wasn't just a moment, it was a fracture in the illusion of WWE, a reminder that the people behind the characters feel pain, too. Backstage, the whispers are electric. Sources say the attack wasn't fully planned, that real tensions within the Bloodline boiled over. Some point to Solo's new faction, their ruthless streak a stark contrast to Jimmy's heart. Others whisper of Jade's involvement, did she know something, or was she caught in the crossfire? The locker room is reportedly in chaos, with Triple H and the creative team scrambling to address the fallout. Jade's emotional outburst has sparked debate. Was it a genuine reaction, or a masterstroke of storytelling? The emotional aftermath is a wound that won't close easily. Jade's moment of vulnerability, her tears in the ring, humanized her in a way we've never seen. She's always been the Storm, unbreakable, but this showed her heart. Roman's silence in the immediate aftermath spoke volumes, his stoic facade cracking under the weight of loss. Jay, Jimmy's twin, was inconsolable, his promos raw with grief, his eyes searching for answers. The WWE Universe watched, hearts breaking, as Jay vowed to uncover the truth. Sami Zayn